Greetings, land of YouTube. We have Wyckoff distribution pattern demolishing Bitcoin. You may ask yourself, why are your favorite YouTubers not telling you about this? A lot of the real popular YouTubers in cryptocurrency have been around for 3, 4, 5 years. They should have been able to recognize this a month ago. This is a Wyckoff distribution pattern. It's been playing out since mid-November. There was a 30-day accumulation here. That's where it started. I'd like to show you the bottom. First, I want to say I hope all my regular viewers are staying safe during these times. It appears it's turning out that I'm going to be correct. Although it could be one more little shorter like this and then down. I've been saying June 23rd. I might actually be exactly right with that date. But let's move on from there. It doesn't matter when exactly, but it's looking more likely that it's going to do one of these numbers. Here is the bottom. I haven't shown exactly the bottom where this was at. The bottom, 16,210. The top of that range is 19,850. I also want to talk about in this video, there's a little booger in here I've keep noticing that I have not talked about. Right here, there was another about 7 or 8 day accumulation. So that is likely to maybe be something we bounce off. So let's put in a line there, the very top of that little accumulation, which is 24,297. So actually, let's go ahead and draw in another line. It's 21,885. I'm smelling death wick, so I was thinking maybe we'll get down in this neighborhood, in the 20,000s, and then have a daily death wick candle that goes from like 23 down to like 19, 17,000, 16,000. But now I'm thinking that this little accumulation here might be where the first wick stops to. Let's just imagine that we're to break down right now. I'm thinking death wick, it might do something like this, and that might be the bouncing point. On a lot of these Wyckoff distribution patterns, they show this here. See this right here? I think that's a likely spot. This one I just put up because it's real easy to understand. Accumulation, phase A, phase B, phase C, phase D, phase E. But this right here might be bouncing off that 7 to 8 day accumulation coming down the other side. This over here, this guy, this might be where that bounce occurs. So it might look something like this, and then another death wick, death candle. I should say death candle, a death candle with a death wick. So some people might think that's not likely, but this candle right here, this was just May 18th. That's $13,800 daily candle down. Okay. So let's measure this one. Measuring both wicks and the candle. It's $9,300. Some of these this one took 3 days. This one basically took 2 days. Let's see what this 2-day candle did here. 2-day candle, that's $12,600 in 2 days. So say it was today, where would $13,000 take us to? $13,000 would take us to $23,000 Bitcoin, which actually, go figure, is lining up perfect with that little booger accumulation I was talking about. So you know what? I think I'm going to call that. This might not happen. It's just my opinion. It's a fairly educated guess. Let's draw that line back in there real quick. That worked pretty good, didn't it? That's what I was saying. It's probably going to bounce. That would be about a $12,000 candle today if that were to happen. I'm not saying it's happening today. It's liable to happen this week. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe today. Maybe Wednesday. I've been saying June 23rd. It'd be kind of interesting if I actually called the exact day, but that's irrelevant. The only thing that matters to me is that my viewer, you make your own decisions, what you got to do. But I just hope everyone's staying safe. And like I've been saying, there's going to be just a wonderful opportunity to buy eventually, if and when this totally plays out. Deathwick to 23,000, and then there could be a little accumulation here. It's technically it's not accumulation, and you might hear, if you're watching a bunch of other YouTube channels, they might just constantly drill it in that it's accumulation, but in fact, it's not. That's just another redistribution, which would be this last little peak here, right? So this would be a second. Technically, there might be two accumulations here. I probably should have mentioned that before. There's a little guy here, and then a big one. So maybe there's another. Maybe it just matches up perfectly. These day traders like to take past stats and play off of those. So it might do something like that, and then do something like that, and then breaks down, and then another death candle down to 16,000, and then just kind of off to the races. Another accumulation here maybe, and then kind of like this. Now these lines will never be straight, of course, but it's just how I'm drawing it. Something like that. So as you can see, stop drawing. ignore this over here. That is just so annoying. I don't know. You're supposed to click the button, it stops drawing, right? Okay, so with that being said, let's just get rid of that miss. Put the buy box, and it could even go down lower. It could go, that's 16,000. Maybe a monster Deathwick goes to 14,000 or 11,000. That's not impossible. For this to go back up, it would have to break 42,000, give or take. Technically, if it broke this head and shoulders on the top here, the Wyckoff distribution, if it broke 42,000 with a good break, technically it could go to an all-time new high, about 70,000 or so, 71, 72,000. But just put that out of your mind. That's not happening. I'm sorry to inform you. It's going down. I don't want to say this, but more YouTubers should be telling their viewers what's going on here. It's not a guarantee, and I could definitely be wrong, and I know lots of you out there want me to be wrong, but the great news about this is if someone out there listening has done something wrong, you have a chance to do something right. You can start to look buying in this area. Keep an eye on it. I'm expecting it to go down here now, 16, 19,000. You might have a chance to buy. $16,000 Bitcoin. Maybe it doesn't go that low, but maybe it does. If you've been around for a while, the reason it's good news is because we're going to be doing this later this year. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.